Edinburgh International Film Festival wrapped up its 65th edition on Sunday 26 June with a good set of programs and films on the closing day for its audience. The Nokia Shots Weekender closed with Family Shots, a selection of sweet stories to entertain young and old. With a cast of astronauts, beavers, golden birds and so much more, this program for sure delighted all ages. On the screen, the audience met the little Australian girl who believes there is a cake-eating hippo on her roof and the New Zealand boy who foils robbers from stealing his uncle's medal. Some of these were hilariously funny, while others might make you think about friendship, family, healthy eating and magic.
The military cross.
Oi, Billy, you're supposed to be helping your brother out with his homework.
But it's boring.
No, Hal could have got his medals as cool. He was a hero.
Mr. Freedom, he's heaps better than Kuro.
Mr. Freedom was made in Taiwan. Your Kuro, he won the military cross.
But Mr. Freedom was on TV.
And TV isn't real. But your Kuro was. He was flesh and blood. And that is the same blood that's in you.
Nah, Mum, he's a chicken. He's not brave.
And two.
I should go out more often.
The mature viewers were offered Jerzy Skolimowski's The Shout, based on a short story by Robert Graves. This was a surreal adaptation about a young man who ingratiates himself with the feelings Susanna York and John Hurt and disturbs their quiet lives in the Devonshire countryside, was a 1978 Cannes Grand Prix du Jury winner. In other words, the movie was definitely worth a shout. Jerzy Skolimowski also presented Deep End, a psychosexual thriller starring Jane Asher, showing the darker side to the swinging London. Shy, awkward 15-year-old Mike has just started to work at a public bathhouse, and when not escaping from the clutches of oversexed middle-aged women, he lusts after fellow employee Susan. A calculating temptress, his obsession with her leads Mike on a downward spiral into the sordid world of porno theatres, swingers club, and the overconsumption of hot dogs. This film was programmed by Alan Warner, one of the EIFF's 2011's guest curators. If A Perfect Sense left you wondering just like how likely is a widespread epidemic, EIFF did not leave its audience hanging. As a part of the Real Science program, the pandemic double bill of Danny Boyle's Gloriously Gory 28 Days Later and Elia Kazan's 1950s noir Panic in the Streets was followed by the discussion from an expert in infectious diseases. The breakdown of a modern society following the accidental release of a highly contagious rage virus in a deserted London was a 1950s film noir, Race Against Time to prevent an outbreak of the pneumonic plague in Louisiana, New Orleans. Two films, both typical of epidemic cinema, chillingly depict the fragility of society in the face of infectious disease and the threat to survivors having to cope up with the ruination of a life they know so well.
Hello! Hello!
Baldwin presented a refreshing comic of age story which plays like an Icelandic skins. Returning from his study trip to Manchester, Gabriel has a new friend and a secret he doesn't want to share, even with his close group of friends. Summer stretches ahead of him, filled with broken hearts, house parties and ill-advised hair experiments. Meanwhile, his friends have family and money troubles of their own and depend on reliable Gabriel for support. Can he work out who and what he wants?
Það var bara svona fucking grötta eitt kvöld og ég gerði ekkert annað en að putta þessa gælu. Þá er alltaf allt í lagi.
Matthew Bay's Shut Up Little Man, an audio misadventure, or How Two Noisy Neighbors Became a Cult Phenomenon was screened under the Strand Documentary International joint UK premiere. When college buddies Eddie Guerrero and Mitch Dupree moved into their first San Francisco apartment and they heard their new neighbors arguing, they did what anyone would do. They surreptitiously recorded them. The arguments were so abusive, horrendous, hilarious and profane, the tapes they made and distributed amongst friends went viral and took on a life of their own. Matthew Bates' funny and deceptively astute documentary explores some big issues around privacy, voyeurism, copyright and exploitation.
Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man.
Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man.
Well, that was the 65th edition of Edinburgh International Film Festival. For more details on the upcoming film festivals and to watch the trailers of the new releases, log on to www.alllightsfilmmagazine.com. We'll be back again with another film festival from another part of the world. See you then.